Welcome to this session on simple and compound interest foundation. Let us have a look at the first video. In this video, we will learn about calculating simple interest. Now, the first thing is, what is the meaning of the word interest? So, interest is like rent that you pay on using someone else's money. Just as you pay a rent for using somebody else's property, money is also property. So if you're using somebody else's money, you pay a rent, and that rent is known as interest. So obviously, rent is usually paid for a specific period, and you pay it as a percentage of money used. So remember, you pay rent for a specific period, and usually you pay it as a percentage of money used. So let us say that the money used is P, the principal. The rate at which the interest is charged is R%. So what will be the interest payable? R% of P for every period, and usually that period is year. So R% of P for every year. Now suppose the number of years is T. So you are paying interest as R% of P for T periods or T years. What does that become? R upon 100 into P into T. Does it sound familiar to you all? It is your simple interest formula, P into T into R upon 100. So hope you have understood from where that simple interest formula has come. So simple interest is equal to P into T into R upon 100. So calculate the simple interest on rupees 10,000 at 6% for 2 years. So we have the simple interest formula, P into T into R upon 100. And you should always remember that this is nothing but R% of P into T. So the formula is nothing but rewriting this particular expression, R% of P into T. So your principal is 10,000 multiplied by 6 into 2 upon 100. So 100 cancels, and you get rupees 1200 as the simple interest. You could have also calculated 6% of 10,000 and multiplied it by 2. You will get the same result. It has to be the same result. Next, calculate the simple interest on rupees 10,000 at 2% per month for 8 months. Now, your period is 2% per month. So remember, since the rate of interest is given in terms of per month, your T must be 8 here. So what is your simple interest? 10,000 into R is 2 into T is 8 upon 100, and you will get rupees 1600 as the answer. Now what would happen if the rate were given per year instead of per month? Let's say the rate in this particular question were, let's say, 15% per annum. What would we do? We would apply the same formula, 10,000 into 15, but the time which is given in months has to be converted into years, because this rate is given to be in terms of 1 year. So this time also has to be converted in terms of 1 year or years. The unit of the time should also be 1 year. In this case, 8 by 12 years upon 100. This will give us the answer. Next, The simple interest on a sum of money is 9/16 of the principal. If the rate percent and the time are both numerically equal, find the rate percent. So we are told that simple interest is 9/16 of the principal. And the other information that we have is R and T are same. What is your formula? Your formula is simple interest is equal to P into T into R divided by 100. So your simple interest is 9/16 of P, which is P. And since R and T are equal and we need to find out rate, we'll substitute the value of T as R. So R into R upon 100. So PP cancels out. So which tells us R square is equal to 9 into 100 upon 16. Now if you take the square root on both the sides, you will get R on the left hand side. And you see, you don't need to multiply all of this. You can just take the square root of individual numbers. This is 3, square root of 9, square root of 100 is 10, square root of 16 is 4. So you get 30/4, which is equal to 7.5%. Next, at what rate percent will a sum of money be doubled in 15 years? So nothing is given except that time is 15 years. And simple interest, see, when the sum of money is doubled, what does it mean? Amount must be principal plus interest. And if the amount is twice the original principal, it means that the interest earned must be equal to principal itself. So your amount A becomes P plus P, that is 2P. So when the sum doubles, your amount will become 2P. And which means your simple interest is P itself. So we've put it in the formula P into T into R upon 100. P is equal to P into T is 15. R is not known upon 100. P cancels out. So R is equal to 100/15. That is 6 integer 2/3%. Next, the simple interest on 6,000 rupees at 8% per annum for a period of 7th March 23 to 19th May 23. So this interest is given to be per annum. So my first task is to convert T into years. That is my first task. But here the time period is actually given to us in days. ये time period जो है हमको दिनों में दिया है, days में दिया है, 7th March से लेके 19th May तक. So how many days do we count? So in March, out of 31 days, we don't count the first 7 days, क्योंकि 7th March से एक दिन अगर काउंट करेंगे तो 8th March को होता है, तो 7th March हमारा काउंटिंग में नहीं आएगा. तो मार्च में instead of 31 days, we will count 7 days less. That is 24 days in March. In April, we will count all the 30 days of April. And in May, we will count 19 days. So that brings us to 73 days. 2023 is a normal year of 365 days. So the time period in years is 73 upon 365, that is 1/5 years. And now we can straight away apply the formula simple interest is equal to P into T into R divided by 100. So 6,000 into T is 1/5 into R is 8/100. So what do you get? 5 12s are, and we get rupees 96 as the answer. So with this we come to an end of this first session on simple and compound interest. Thank you so much.